Bitch, I'm banging.
Here we are, we banging media, motherfucker. Check this shit out. Recently heard in the media, Jamal
The rise
Anderson
and
was
fall of Jamal
arrested for beating up his spouse.
Anderson.
Was his spouse a male or
An
female?
Atlanta icon.
The New York
Now
Post,
an Atlanta
they reported an
icon.
article, but they never tell you.
TMZ didn't tell you. Was that spouse male or female? It was a male. Jamal Anderson is gay. What is going on now?
Pay attention to these 4 pictures. You can always tell a man by his eyes and his lips. Check those lips. Yeah, we all know, Mr. Anderson's been having a lot of legal trouble, exposing his penis in a store, jacking off, getting caught with cocaine, shit fucked up. He on that downhill slide. But check this shit out. Yeah, the recent situation, man, Jamal Anderson lives with his white male boyfriend, and he beat his ass. A gay quarrel. Now listen here, we're gonna give you a breakdown of my man's career. My man, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Dirty Bird himself, Jamal Anderson. This man dominated the league during the era of the every down back, but his running style was honestly just beautiful to watch, and I only appreciate it more now that I'm older. Dude was fluid, had great vision and game speed, and the man seemed damn near impossible to tackle at times. He ran over dudes, threw them, still form them, hit them up, whatever. As a late 90s running back, this man had it all. In 1998, he rushed for 1,846 yards and 14 TDs. And that many scores meant you got to see plenty of his Dirty Bird dance, and for a 10-year-old me, I had the makings of a superstar, the Mad King, who was about to set the NFL on fire. But unfortunately, his reign was short-lived. I truly believe he had potential to be one of the best ever. But sports history hasn't been kind to Jamal. Making matters worse has been his less than graceful transition into post-football life. We talking multiple arrests with both drug and DUI charges levied against him. And I'm also going to get into the origins of the Dirty Bird dance, the one and only Dirty Bird. His dad was actually a well-known policeman in the area, but he wasn't just any cop. He actually provided private security for some of the most famous athletes and celebrities at the time. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson.
7 days can change, or stand up, now you sit down to aim. 7 days can change, or stand up, now you sit down to aim.
Jim Brown, and even Michael Jackson. Here's a quote from Jamal. I grew up around a lot of people who were called the greatest, but my family always treated them like they were anybody else. People tell me, you saw those superstars when they were being real, but I prefer to say I saw them when they were just being genuine people. Being in such close proximity to so many literal all-time greats really rubbed off on a young Jamal Anderson. He studied them, and he saw at an early age how these greats were wired, how they tick. From watching all those football films and being around all those celebrities, I learned that if you're gonna play, you've gotta be the best. Always be number one. Win, win, win. The following year, 1993, it seems the coaches may have come to their senses. Cause while both Pierre Jones and Keith Williams were good college backs, like don't get me wrong, Jamal made the most of his college experience and had fun with it. As competitive as he could be, he seemed to still love the social aspect and the camaraderie of it all. Now, according to several interviews that he's done, Jamal and the Low Crew had a little dance that they hit. But of course, an alternate version of this dance would show his face at some point down the line. Carries the way he had to really came back to bite him. That was a price for putting up average numbers at, a mid-tier college program. NFL teams hadn't seen enough from him in college, so they passed him. Jamal first got to Atlanta. His first year was abysmal. He carried the ball a grand total of 2 times. We talking about the same dude who would tote it 400 plus times only a few seasons later. But the 7th round pick had to wait his turn. Year number 2 was a little bit better, but it was his 3rd year, 1996, when a 24-year-old Jamal became the featured back for Atlanta. This was his chance, and bro, this man seized his moment. Selected in the NFL draft after most fans had already turned it off. A Rolling Stone article published in 2017, following their Week 4 beatdown of the Carolina Panthers, a 30-point blowout in the Georgia Dome, Jamal and his teammates were headed to their cars on cloud 9 after the big win. Versus division rival the New Orleans Saints, Jamal got back into the end zone on a classic Jamal Anderson run, and now it was time for the debut. So he hops up and he does a version of the Dirty Bird, but it wasn't the version we all have come to know and love. Weeks later versus the St. Louis Rams, Jamal broke out yet another version of the dance after scoring the touchdown. This time when he got in the end zone, he broke out the definitive version of the Dirty Bird. We're talking about the one that swept the nation, grabbed the sports world by the collar and hemmed it up, you know? The version of the Dirty Bird that grew his wings and had little kids hitting it in the hallway at school and getting yelled at by Miss Grant. In the NFL, on the other hand, is not, and most careers age like milk as opposed to wine. No longer able to play the game that he loved, Jamal still wanted to be close to it, so he did what a lot of guys do. He went into broadcasting. There he would spend a lot of his time hyping up his alma mater, University of Utah, and he frequently advocated for Mountain West schools to get more BCS opportunities. But see, unlike the heroes that Jamal had grown up around, the world that he was famous in was changing, and it was changing rapidly. You see, the thing about these cameras, bro, they are always watching. In 2009, Jamal was arrested on suspicion of cocaine possession, and the arresting officer said he saw Jamal and another man snorting the coke off a toilet bowl, bro. That's scary, dark, disgusting, crazy, wow, just bro. Since then, he's been arrested at least 4 different times for driving under the influence. My boy was quick tripping and quick trip. He walked into the store clearly under the influence of something and randomly starts flashing money and giving it to the cashiers. While this sounds like a decent day at work getting free money, the cashiers didn't accept it because something was very clearly wrong. They kept asking Jamal what the money was for and what he was trying to purchase, but they couldn't understand whatever he was mumbling, and eventually he walks to the back of the store. According to the male cashier, Jamal was back there for quite a while when the cashier noticed that dude was randomly exposing himself. The whole thing was eventually resolved and Jamal left out of the store under his own power, and he ended up not even getting arrested because the store clerks refused to prosecute. Something that I don't think the police were very happy about. The reason they chose not to prosecute is kind of a mystery, but this did take place in Atlanta, Georgia, so it's a pretty good chance they recognized Jamal and wanted to cut him a break. After the whole thing was over, the police issued a warning for criminal trespassing, which effectively banned Jamal. Ended up getting arrested, and it's gotta be tough. You work so damn hard to get somewhere and to become something, and then it's all taken away prematurely. You never get the opportunity to redeem your loss and further etch your name into the history books. Jamal grew up wanting to be immortalized like greats such as Jim Brown and Ali, and while he definitely did make some history, his knee didn't allow him to finish his race. And for a competitive person, I know that's gotta eat at you over the years. There's no denying that these celebrations have helped to grow the game.
Mr. Anderson, surprised to see you. I don't fully understand how it happened. Perhaps some part of you imprinted onto me, something overwritten and copied. It is at this point irrelevant. What matters is that whatever happened for a reason. And what reason is that? I killed you, Mr. Anderson. I watched you die. With a certain satisfaction, I might add.
And apparently, Mr. Anderson is part of the LBGT, whatever that shit is, community. So,
and now you see right here, Corey Fuller is taking it in the ass. He's getting his fucking face pushed in by an homosexual buff back. He's taking it in the ass. Corey Fuller's a bitch.
It's kind of not far-fetched because he's a star from Atlanta. He's not from Atlanta, but he's a star from Atlanta. And Atlanta had a high HIV and homosexual rate during his heightened time in his career. Is that what turned him out? I don't know, it's a big dude. It's a big dude running over other men. And he's giving it. He must be giving it. I don't know if he's taking it. As big as he is, when he's running another man over, I think he's giving it to them. He's giving them a hammer. Same way he's giving them a hammer on the field. But anyway, back to the story. Reporting the sports genie, bitch. This guy wants Lady Lana like Big Meech at one point. This guy wants the Big Meech in the sports world. Change the game with the dance called the Dirty Bird. You know what the Dirty Bird really means? I think it was made up because, that down low thing was going on, so it was like kind of like a symbol for a bunch of men
Cause Uncle Phil in the hedges with me got caught. And that's the one issue with me. She used to call me from the joint till we ran out of time. When he came connected, I heard his name. I quickly accepted. But when I reached the phone, he was talking
And as you know, he used to hang out with a lot of them. He used to hang out with Michael Jackson.
what? Now I'm reaching your
Is that
home.
what you're thinking of earlier?
You think
It's just not coming out? Which means for all these years, you've been running over me and somebody doing physical activity within me. Yeah.
I ran to the spot, thought to add some more features on my phone.
Oh yeah.
See if I had
Ain't nothing fake here. This is all real. We got personal knowledge. We got inside scoop.
Show the other side
Oh
when they
yeah.
catch it.
We have some footage of him and his spouse. Male spouse. So stay tuned. You guys subscribe. You subscribe and you're gonna hear all the bullshit, nigga. I'm giving some bullshit. Oh yeah, check that. You see that shirt? Game over. Coach Skeleton in the club. Game over. Order the shirt. Yeah, we'll tell you how to order the shirt. That's what I'm gonna say. Check it out. Look at those lips. You see them goddamn lips?
I did a little better, had more clientele. Told you put away some cheddar, now you crying to bell. 17 and I'm holding on to round the bill. I can bail out from travel, come around with a pill. Had niggas thinking I was from town for real.
Scan that QR code if you want to order your Skeletons in the Closet t-shirt. Get it now, get it fast.
Get out of my way! 17-0 in the first. Still holding my crack, looking up and down the block. It's the dough at. Came from flat road to letting the dough stack. You tell them feds I said I'm never going back. I'm the Marcy, don't raise no rat. You know the consequences of your act.
The whole Patriots team to the 50-yard line, 20-yard game.
I don't see how this side of you can beat the vote.
So good, just a week ago. Funny what? 7 days can change. But stand up, now you sit down and aim. Used to have a firm grip, now you dropping names.
7-0 Falcons, he does the dance.
The lawyer I retained, you said you leaking some things. All this after a week in the vein. I'm mad at myself cause I didn't spot the weaker lane. I would've bet the house you wouldn't speak a thing. Yeah, this was the O to the top of road. Even prick that finger, anything that got between us. You supposed to cock the Ninas. What happened to that? Instead you copped out to a misdemeanor. Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Same game that make you mad but make you die. It's a dice game, sometimes you crap. Would've thought you get popped one time in rap. And you know that's bad when your sister is mad. When your son gotta grow up like this, my dad. Label end up a snitch is a lifetime star. You always be in jail, just minus the ball.
You cool when you had weed smoke. And you bought it over with the folks. I don't see how this side of you can beat the vote.
It was so good, just a week ago. Funny what? 7 days can change. But stand up, now you sit down to aim. Used to have a firm grip, now you dropping names.
It's all good,
Jamal Anderson, you get the lead, you get the ball. Jamal Anderson, 30 carries, a $122.
one step away from
And the
taking this
Atlanta
crack money.
Falcons, that's right.
Recycling the ghetto, building back up our own hoods.
Battle to the outside, you saw him plant the right knee and he went down like he was shot.
7 days can change. Stand up, now you sit down to aim.
Out of the game, Chandler looking on, wondering what else could possibly go wrong. Take
By
another
time
look.
y'all catch that
After
down,
the game, Reeves told reporters
Ain't
the
all
doctors told him they thought it was a torn ACL. If that's the case, he's done for the year. Jamal did manage to walk off the field under his own power. X-rays were negative at the site.
This is the first touchdown of the new millennium for anybody. 7-0 Niners. First play from scrimmage Atlanta. It's Jamal Anderson. How would he do coming back from the knee? 6 yards on that play. 11 yards on this play. It's 24 carries. 7-7 later on that drive. Oh, fun Jags. Shut up. Return. Speaking of running, Jamal into Atlanta. Carolina 18-1-1. Second quarter, Falcons up 3-0. Chris Chandler, Jamal Anderson, the handoff. And this, we've seen this from a couple of years ago, Tom.
Jamal seems to be regaining that burst through the hole. He's off the
Stop to get the ball back down 13-10. And this is Jamal Anderson. And he could go all the way. No, it's stripped by Donovan.
Growing up in the hood, just my dog and me. We used to hustle in the hood for all the scene problems. I called on him, he called on me. We wasn't quite partners, I hit him off my feet. None of my locked doors, off my keys. Yeah, you spoke much more than cordially. Man, you broke bread with me. My business spread with 7 days to change.
So the cat is out there. Mr. Anderson likes butt. Now, it's either he's always like butt since a little kid, or was it that Atlanta scene that turned him out? We all know heightened homosexual activity on the Atlanta scene, early 2000s, late 90s. You know, the HIV reports, they don't like it. So, what was it? You gotta stay tuned, subscribe. If you want to see this article, if you subscribe, because it's private, the stuff we're gonna review, you gotta be subscribed. We're gonna let you know about all these ministry folks. Holla.
Funny what? 7 days to change. I stand up, now you sit down and aim. Used to have a firm grip, now you drop the name.
It was all good just a week ago.
Like I ripped the toast to your head and made you sell. We both came to this game, blind as hell. I did a little better, had 7 days to change. Stand up, now I sit down. 17 and I'm holding on to around the mill. I could bail out, no trial and come around the hill. Thinking I was from uptown for real. I had so much hustle, plus I was down the hill, like a Brooklyn, straight out of Brownsville. Down and dirty, down to fight around 30. Freezing on the corner, still holding my crack. Looking up and down the block, it's the dough at. Came from flat road, letting the dough stack. You tell them feds I said I'm never going back. I'm from Marcy, raised no rap. You know the consequences of your act.
It's cool when you had hella weed to smoke, and you bought a new home and you can keep the votes. I don't see how decided you could be provoked.
It was all good just a week ago. Funny what? 7 days to change. I stand up, now you sit down to aim. 7 days to change. Stand up, now you sit down to aim.
Injured left knee, remember the pain. Right knee,
I would have bet the house you would have.
Bitch.
This was the O to the top of